Hello darlings, it's Tess, and today we are going to hang out while I show you some new brooches that I'm going to make, as well as this new one that I just got from the amazing brand Candy and Kitsch. So as you can see, it says red rum, nice little shining reference, gotta love it.
Red rum, red rum, red rum.
But there are amazing candy heart brooches available, but my favourite item from Candy and Kitsch are the incredible Wreaths, yes that is a play on words for Aretha Franklin, that are made up of small Christmas baubles, basically like a 3D collage to create a wreath, and they are so beautiful, but they're obviously very big. But I decided that I wanted to wear one, so I've got 3 printed off here, and I'm going to turn them into brooches. I also have this star with candles on it from Lace and Whimsy, the pastel Ouija board, which is also from Lace and Whimsy, and I also decided on this Ouija board sticker from Lace and Whimsy, as well as some love potion bottles. So you guys know how to make these. I'll link my video down below of how I make custom homemade brooches. So while we're doing this, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I've been doing lately. I've been doing a crap ton of altar craft, which you guys are going to see very soon, I promise. I'm going to make some detailed tours. But I've been really enjoying doing that. It's just been so positive for me and an amazing way to take a break from whatever work it is that I'm doing, or whatever it is that is, you know, maybe not work, but is weighing heavily on my mind, shall we say. I've also been rereading one of my favourite books called Let the Right One In. I'll link that down below as well, but it's about a vampire who befriends a lonely, bullied kid in an apartment complex in Stockholm in the 80s. But it is incredibly well written. It's really disturbing in places, but like, there's a review of it on the back of my copy that says energetic and noisy, and maybe that's a strange thing to read about a book rather than obviously a movie or a song, but read it and you'll see why that energy is there and why that review is correct. Like, it's just complete like gasoline sort of icy chaos, and I adore it. I really do. Some YouTube channels I've been watching lately, one in particular that's kind of really random, like came out of nowhere, but like it just found me somehow in the algorithm, is one called From It Up, which is run by a woman called Sarah who lives in Canada, I believe, and she is a Sephardic Orthodox Jewish woman who creates videos about her life and her different traditions and the things that she does, such as preparing for various Jewish holidays like Purim and Yom Kippur, and also how she prepares for Sabbath, because she is a full-time worker as a doctor, as well as being a mum of 3 young kids. So how she gets everything done is a little bit insane, but I really love watching her do it. And because I've had a fascination with Judaism for a long time now, I just think it's an amazing religion, and it's so many ancient traditions that are just so different from the way that I live my life. And obviously there are things wrong with it that are the same to any religion. So yeah, you know, maybe Orthodox Jewish women have to wear skirts and they can't wear pants, and they don't have that particular type of freedom, and I don't really like that. But there is so much else that is their choice in the way that they express themselves and in their decisions of how they're going to live their spiritual life that are really important to them. So that's like that's just the part of it that is my business. Like, whether or not they want to wear pants is none of my business, but them being happy, like, every good person on this earth being happy is my business, as far as I'm concerned, in the sense that, like, I want to see it happen. My other YouTube addiction recently isn't a single channel, but it's this genre of videos where people are preparing for their kids' birthday parties and just doing like DIY things for cakes and treat bags and decorations and stuff like that. I guess it's because I love throwing parties myself, but there isn't always an excuse for a party like Christmas or Halloween. And I also basically don't have them except for my tiny Halloween one once a year, because our apartment is so small that it's really not a hosting place at all. So I think I just enjoy living vicariously through these people who have kids, and therefore it's an excuse to have a birthday once a year. But they also have like a big enough house that people can actually come over, and there's a point to putting all of the decorations up and everything because you've actually like got people coming over to see them. So for some reason, that particular search, just from all different channels, if you search, you know, birthday party prep or get ready with me or something like that. What else have I been reading, looking at, listening to recently? A whole lot of Billie Eilish, and that is kind of obvious because I've loved her for a while. I'm sure you guys know that. Like, surely I've mentioned it at least once, but if you don't, then now you know. But I've just been, in particular, marathoning her song No Time to Die from the James Bond soundtrack. And at some point I realized that her belt in that song, whether it's in the studio recording or in any live version that she does, her belt near the end of the song, it literally gives me goosebumps. Like, I realized that at some point, and it's like, Billie, god damn, like, she went all the way off, and it completely worked on me. I also rewatched the movie 1917 last night, and I have to say it is an absolute masterwork. Like, if nothing else, watch it just for the way Roger Deakins, the cinematographer, has put everything together. Like, if you don't quite understand or are just new and wanting to learn about the art of cinematography, then 1917 is just an amazing way to do so, because it really does center around the possibility of camera work and also the way it can interact with editing, in this case to make it look like the edits aren't there at all, because the point of the film is that it's a World War I piece about two soldiers that go on a mission to deliver a message to make sure that some other soldiers aren't walking into a trap. But the whole thing is designed to look like it's shot in one single take. And it looks that way. It's absolutely insane. The edits are completely hidden, basically. Someone who has a professional eye, or maybe obsessively watches it over and over, can make a few guesses about where a wipe might be or where a flash frame might be, but for the most part it's just completely synthesized and perfect, and it's just insane to watch. So most of the time military movies are kind of a bit iffy for me, because they claim to be all sort of anti-war a lot of the time, but then some of them aren't sort of critical enough about it, and it ends up kind of being like, instead of look at these heroes of the past, they never should have gone through what they went through, instead it becomes, look at these heroes of the past, and if you join the army you can be a hero of the future. You know, instead of criticizing our culture of war and letting everyone know that the only kind of future that we should be having is one where we don't need war anymore, we don't need a military anymore, and obviously it's gonna take a very long time to get there, and maybe we can't imagine a future in which war doesn't exist, but people used to be able to not imagine a future where, you know, let's say slavery didn't exist, but then we've managed to, in a lot of countries, phase that out and have society work differently. So if you ask me, we just need to put in some goddamn effort and do the same thing with phasing war out of our culture. So here I'm finishing up these brooches. I've got my Mod Podge layer on all of them, and I'm now gluing the bar pins to the back to turn them into the actual brooches. Gotta love super glue in a bottle with a brush. It makes things much easier than the little skinny tip can be sometimes. And then I'm edging the brooches with more Mod Podge to make the cardboard layers waterproof. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of just a reminder of how I make brooches, or if you haven't seen my other video, just a little way to check it out. I hope you like my red rum brooch. I hope you enjoy seeing the Wreaths, and please visit the Candy and Kitsch site. I'll have it linked down below, and hopefully you can afford your own Wreath. I certainly want to have one day. And remember, I love you. Keep going.